Hello, my name is Terry. You're tuned into my uncomplicated life. Yeah, I'm grateful to be alive and to have another day and to be back on this live stream. I think it's been a couple days. I think the last time I went live was Tuesday. And then yesterday I kind of took a break. So today's Thursday back on the live. And yeah. And I got my little sweater on. So this is kind of like a turtleneck a little bit. Then I got my sweater on, but it's cold outside. I mean, not cold outside. It's a little cooler day than it has been this week, so wanted to be bundled up. Brito, Pearl, welcome back to the live. Good to see you on here and to see you doing well. Have you had any tests so far today yet, or this week, since the last, live? I know you've been very focused on school. You have good news? Okay. What's your good news, girl? Looking forward to hearing that. Praise God for good news. Yes, God is faithful. Okay. Pearl said, I passed my reading and science test. Awesome. That's exciting. Congratulations. See, you put in the work, you got it done, and look at you now. Period. Yes. That is so awesome. I wonder, just knowing yourself and all the work you put in, were you expecting to pass? Okay, you said it's just math that I failed, but by one, but 234 beat a fifth grader that got 220. Oh, I mean, not necessarily that it's a competition or anything, but seems like you just proud that you still got a pretty decent score. Oh, you said you were not expecting to pass. Okay, so it's good that although you weren't expecting it, it still happened. You passed. And I understand about math as well. Math can be pretty challenging. Do you have any more opportunities to still, pass the overall math class? Is that possible? I hope so. I really hope so. But yeah, you're doing really good. In life, we're not going to be perfect at everything, but I can really see you putting that work in, and that's mostly what matters. I see more and more people are hopping in and joining the live. Feel free to comment below in the comment section where you're tuning in from. But yes, feel free to comment below in the comment section where you all are tuning in from. Y'all see I'm not behind the wheel driving today, sitting down focused. And I'm from the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. United States of America, if you're from the USA as well, rep the country. But also, if you're from another nation, you can comment below as well and let me know. Let us know. So Brito Pearl said, well, it is not, but my teacher said even though I failed, she said I did good and there's a chance for me to not go to summer school. Oh, okay. How is that possible though? To still go to summer school? I mean, to not go to summer school if it was a fail. But it's cool to hear though that your teacher seems like your teacher's supportive and cares about you. So that's good. Okay, AM or AMC, like the movie theater, said they're from Ireland. Nice. So you're Irish. That is so cool. And normally, with Irish people, I've heard that they have like a I don't know if this is the right word, the best word to use, but pale skin complexion. Normally, like very pale, but not to say that's not supposed to be like a bad thing or anything. It's just, every culture has their own thing going on. So, but yeah, I've heard Irish culture is pretty cool. I know, I think St. Patrick's Day is a big thing in Irish culture as well. Okay, so Brito Pearl said, it's because I got a high score and it's very difficult to get 234. So there's a chance to not go to summer school. Got you. Okay, so the score was still pretty high. That's excellent and exciting. that you still did pretty good, It's really great to hear. Um, yeah, as long as you put your best foot forward, that is what matters. To God be the glory. Just putting that work in, and yeah, I know the school year is pretty much coming to a close. A lot of schools right now are doing, probably about to do fun activities coming up, especially next month for schools that go into June. But this weekend is Memorial Day, so I wonder, do you all have Memorial Day plans? I still don't know to this day right now what I'm gonna do yet for it. Um, the day before though, I know I'll be out and things like that, enjoying myself. I just don't know what I'm gonna do the day of Memorial Day. Okay, Brito Pearl said for math I needed 235 but got 234 in reading. I needed 220 but got 221. And in science I needed 206 but got 216. Yeah, so the math score was pretty close, 1 point away. So I can see, how it wouldn't be a big deal to, be allowed to pass because it's only 1 point away. I mean, I don't know. And then, yeah, science. So you got 1 point over. You passed. You were like just at the number right above the passing score. And then science, I see you exceeded 10 points over. So that's really good. That's really great to hear. But y'all, it was real hot, really, really hot here in Maryland. And right now, it's like a cooler day. I think it's been raining. I haven't really seen the rain. Like if it has been raining, like I haven't been outside or looking out the window when it rains. So people talking about the rain, but I haven't, like storms and stuff, but I haven't seen it for myself. But I heard it's supposed to rain and stuff for like 5 days. Not like continuously. Of course, it's like on and off, but just rain each day, I've heard. So I guess, we'll see. I'll see about if it does continue to rain. Okay, Brito Pearl said, and now I'm done testing. Today was the last day for testing. Oh, good. That's really good because, when you take so many tests, it can be overwhelming. Like a lot of things to do, but it's good to hear that you're done for now. You don't gotta stress or worry or study too much for those big tests. Seems like it's just smooth sailing from here on out. That's the best. That is the best. And I can't remember if you said if you're in 5th grade or 3rd grade, but either way, just being in elementary school and having to do a lot of testing is not fun. So I'm glad that you've gotten past that testing phase. Oh, 3rd grade. Okay, yeah. So 3rd grade, yeah. It can be a lot. I know you're probably just wanting to enjoy yourself, at recess and play and not have to think too much about tests. But yeah, a lot of schools start testing in 3rd grade as well. Like the heavier tests, they start in 3rd grade because I think that's when they think that kids can handle all the testing. But yeah. Okay, so now that the testing's done, you have some fun activities coming up, or you plan to get some extra rest, now that you don't have to worry about doing all them tests and whatnot. That would be nice, for you to be able to just have that rest period. We're all in this together. We are stars and we see that. And we see that we're all in this together. Do 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 do. See if I can try some of these filters. I like the dance party filter. It really is a cool one. You see? Hey, hey, hey. Put your hands up, act like you know. Yeah. Yes, y'all. Today is a good day. It was a productive day for me, even though I still got some stuff to get done, but nonetheless, a blessed day. And Brito Pearl said, maybe since the summer break is coming, I might get ready for the testing. that will come up in the beginning of the year, but mostly I'ma just rest. Oh yeah, I know that's right, yeah. Um, Makes sense, preparing for the next test, but also good, that mostly you'll rest. That makes a lot of sense. Rest is very important. I feel like when you have that time period to rest your brain, then it prepares you for moments in which you have to use your brain more and think deeper. Rest is needed. It's important. Okay, Brito Pearl also said, I so thought I was going to fail today in science. What makes you think you were going to fail? Like, have you not done well in science before? Um, did you just think in general because it's a test that it would be difficult? Or I wonder, do you have test anxiety or something like that? Because you really proved to yourself that you can do it, that you got it. So it's amazing that you ended up passing. Very amazing. Actually, pretty impressive. Yeah, I don't have a super long day tomorrow. Thank God. Today was very productive and busy, but tomorrow's a little more smooth sailing, not as busy, with work and everything. Maybe somewhat of a lighter day. But we'll see. I'll see how it goes. Definitely. Okay, Brito Pearl said, in science a long time ago, the questions were hard, but now it was easy and science is kind of confusing for me. Oh, okay, so seems like it got a little easier, after initially being difficult, hard, and stuff, and then you said it's confusing? Interesting. I wonder what topic in science is confusing. I really wonder what topic, because, there's like chemistry, there's biology, there's just the study of the earth and rocks and things. It's many different topics in science. I wonder which topic, is confusing for you. I love how biology is the study of living organisms, living uh, beings and all that. When I was in ninth grade, that's when I took biology. And of course, I took biology in college as well. And I love college because I feel like college just gave me a lot of knowledge. You feel me? I went to college to get knowledge. Okay. Yeah, so I was just kind of reminiscing, y'all. Education has always been very important to me. And, sometimes people, they like to reflect like, oh, is it worth getting all the education, the certificates? Would it give you extra pay? That's a valid question. But I think also, too, being educated should not, may not always equate to extra pay. Now I get, if people have to pay off certain debts, they want the pay to be high because if they've taken out student loans and stuff, they want to be able to cover it. I get that. But the general sense of just equating, oh, well, if you get all this education, you better be getting paid well. It's just like, I want to be educated just to be educated. Of course, good pay is good, things of that nature, but just to get education is the best. So Brito Pearl said it was about plants. Oh, like botany? That's usually the name of the study of plants, I think, botany. And you said, and mostly about how natural changes have changed to Earth. Oh, I wonder if included in that, did y'all learn about Pangea? Even though I think Pangea is normally brought up in like social studies and history class, but just curious. Okay, Brito Pearl also said, I don't know how I'm doing ninth grade stuff in third grade, because that's 6 years away. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it's biology, I took biology in ninth grade, so if you're doing like a lot of biology and stuff, then I can see how you may be learning some advanced things. Oh, you said it's something that you did not learn yet? Okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah. A lot of times with education as well, it's like very repetitive information. So it may be learning the same thing so that it can stick with you memory wise. You know, it's a lot of repetitive information, but then they tack on and add on like another thing on top of it. So you can remember everything you learned as much as possible and then something additional that you can also learn on top of it. But yeah, education, if you haven't realized, is very repetitive. You're like, oh, you got to remember the parts of speech. Remember, these science concepts, remember, it's just like they keep the foundations going and going, but then add a new piece of information. So that's how education works. Because, how can a person really memorize, learn, and understand something unless it's repeated? So that could kind of be also how, if you feel that you're learning ninth grade stuff now, because things get repeated a lot in education. But yeah. Yeah, see more people hopped on to the live. If you would like to, feel free to comment below where you're tuning in from. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. Bon appetit. Feed you a meal, you call it a treat. Okay, Brito Pearl said, I'm super scared for 4th grade because my scores have been getting so high. That's something to be scared about? I think if your scores are getting high, that's something to celebrate, right? Help me to understand, Pearl. I'm trying to understand, you feel me? But yeah, 4th grade, it's a lot that comes up in 4th grade, definitely. A lot of good information. And I wonder too for that, what was I about to say? Oh, science fair projects. Do you have science fair projects? And Pearl also said, when it gets higher, the questions get way harder. Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know about, you sure way harder? I know it definitely gets harder, but you're like really exaggerating the word. I see all caps. You said way harder. Like, yeah, I get it. Each grade level does get harder, more challenging in some ways. But something that my mom used to have me and my siblings to do, I might have mentioned this on the old live as well. When we were in grade school and the summertime would come, she would buy workbooks. I don't know if they were just like from Dollar Tree, whatever the case may be. She would buy workbooks and have us to work on the workbooks so all the information we learned in school could stay fresh on our mind still in the summertime. So we'd do some, like a few pages, maybe a page per day or something like that, and then go play. So that when we start the school year over again, we're not starting from ground zero, because we've already been like doing a little bit of, studying over the summer too. So I don't know, maybe that could help, keeping yourself familiarized with knowledge, like, still doing some reading every day, still doing some workbooks or worksheets, getting a little bit of work in, keeping your mind fresh on the math and the reading and science and everything, learning cool new facts every day. So when you get back into the next school year, you already can remember some things and you won't have to start all the way over. So something to keep in mind, you feel me? You said that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. Could definitely help. Even when I was in high school, when I wanted to take advanced placement classes, which is like classes where you can earn college credit if you get a certain score. When I took those classes, they gave us summer homework. They wanted to stay on top of, things and have our mind prepared for those AP classes. So before the class, that summer before we took each class, they sent some work home to get acclimated with the class and be prepared. Okay, Brito Pro said, I wonder where everyone is at. Yeah, me too. Like people, they're kind of hopping in and out of the live. Normally some other people do stay on, but I guess some people are kind of hopping in and out of the live today. It's kind of like a holiday weekend. Friday ain't come yet, but some people are out, probably at events and stuff, so that could be the thing as well. And I normally try to go live on Wednesdays as well, so I don't know if some people were looking for me then. And There's a person that joins the live sometimes. Dim joined the other day. Um, I think Dim was wondering if I was going to go live. When was the next time I was going to go live? I told him tonight. You know, he commented on one of my videos. That's like tonight at 7 p.m. But I don't think he's on right now. So, but it's all good, you know. But yeah, it is some curiosity there, wondering. But it's been nice chatting it up. Uh, maybe, yeah, maybe I'll go live again tomorrow. We'll see. But I guess for now we can kind of end it. Um, Everybody, looks like a few people are on. Know that you're loved, valued, and cared for. You're important to the Lord. God sees you. He knows what you're going through. Always pray you are not alone, because the Most High God is with you. Have a blessed one. Take care. Peace.